mics because it'll trouble us, and we want it to go very smoothly. So good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Profile Chairperson and Editor-in-Chief, Dr. Rohit Raj Mathur, Co-Chairperson and Editor, Mr. Sharad Raj Mathur, and all the members of the Profile Committee, it is my proud privilege to welcome all the guests gathered online for this particular profile release. This profile is the edition January to June. I request Dharesh Bhabi to usher in the blessings of the Almighty through her heartfelt prayers. Dharesh Bhabi.
महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थ मनोगतान् आत्मन्ये आत्मना तुष्ट चित्प्रज्ञस्य तुच्छते त्वमैव माता च पिता त्वमैव बन्धो च सखा त्वमैव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमैव सर्वं मम देव देवा शांताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं
Yeah, Nachiket.
Yeah, we can go ahead.
So thank you, Dharesh Bhabi. That was wonderful. On this momentous occasion, I invite HMK President Dr. Dinesh Raj Mathur to honor the gathering and enlighten us with a few words of wisdom. Dr. Dinesh Raj.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, dear Biradri members. We are glad that 2 consecutive issues of profile are on mothers. This issue is a remembrance of late Srimati Inder Kishori, one of the most successful ladies of her Biradri, who had managed both professional and personal lives very efficiently. With her cool, composed, and experienced personality, kept all her dear and near together and happy. Reading about her will help our younger members learn manage the situations very aptly. I'm sure God must have given her the best place in heaven. I thank the family members for sponsoring this issue, which is brought to us by our profile committee. So, God bless everybody. God bless HMK. And once again, thanking the family of Mrs. Inder Kishori and Mr. Mayaram Parshad for sponsoring this issue. I conclude. We'll proceed further. Pratima.
Thank you, Dr. Dinesh. Such profound words about Miss Inder Kishori. I would also like to thank all the committee chairpersons and the members to have collaborated with the profile committee for the release of this particular profile. As I was going through the profile during the editing process, I was amazed to see how many lives have been touched, guided, and mentored with love by the Iron Lady, late Mrs. Inder Kishori. She was truly inspiring, a brave lady with strong willpower. Without much ado, I would like to invite the family members, all the family members of Ms. Inder Kishori to uh, please release the profile and continue with the proceedings. I invite the family.
Good evening, everyone. Today, on the 17th day of September, we all have gathered here on this platform for the profile release of our beloved grandmother. I, on behalf of the entire family, take this opportunity to thank our president, vice presidents, the entire managing committee, and the profile committee for releasing this profile, the fond memory of our grandmother. Now, I take this opportunity to ask Meera Nani to please come forward and do the honors and release the profile for today.
Yes. Daddy. Daddy's mommy. Hey, what's talking?
अनुष्का है अनुष्का अनुष नहीं है
e-profile also.
Yes. Now I request Dr. Lalita Devi Latamosi to release the e-profile. Now I request Meera Nani to speak a few words on this auspicious occasion.
वैसे तो मुझे कुछ ज्यादा आदत ज्यादा कुछ स्पीचेस या बोलने की आदत तो नहीं है फिर भी मुझे जब कहा गया है कि मैं ज्यादा नहीं बोलूं तो मुझे एक बात बार बार याद आ रही थी जिया की एक बार हम लोग कहीं बाहर जा रहे थे हम दोनों तो एक मेरी पहचानन की लेडी मिली मुझे वो मुझसे पूछने लगी कि ये कौन है तो मैंने कहा कि ये मेरी जेठानी है तो वो थोड़ी देर तो उनके फेस पर देखती रही और फिर बोली कि शी इज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग लेडी which I felt true after a few years. उसके बाद में आगे में she was after the retirement of Jijaji she stood like a strong pillar an iron pillar for her children and she worked very hard day and night giving tuitions to the children and working for family as well as for very successfully that too. Or she was not only helpful to the children and hardworking, she was also very helpful to my children as well. She loved them very much and took care to see that they get the food and everything of their choice in time, for which I am still very thankful to her. I hope Jia's soul rests in peace in heaven forever. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Meera Nani. Now I request Lata Mosi to speak a few words. I welcome all Bidadri members and my family members on this occasion, release of the profile of my late mother, Srimati Inder Kishori, wife of late Mayaram Prasad. Today, we are through this mission of profile, we are going to pay tribute and respect to her. I would like to say a few words on behalf of my family. We daughters, today what we are is because of her sacrifice, what she has made to see that we are very well educated and well settled in life. Truly, we can call her an all-rounder, multifaceted personality with multitasking abilities. She was a teacher by profession. Even after retirement, she was teaching up to 75 years of her age, and she was excelled in teaching skills and was awarded a gold medal also. Then she was a great support to my father during his medical needs when he lost his eyesight in one eye and was totally dependent on him. She started a grocery shop and started giving tuitions for supplementing the income. And apart from this, she was very active socially. She used to participate and serve as a volunteer in Tirupati Devasthanam at the time of Brahmotsav every year. And she took up guardianship of her sister Rajkaran, Mrs. Rajkaran, when children, when they were always posted in district. Apart from that, she has also taken the guardianship of my maternal uncle late Jagdish Ram's children when he was posted at Thamma. Both Dr. Vikas and Archana were very young at that time, and with her motherly attention and care, they also called her Amma. And Archana, as she calls herself, as her fourth daughter. Then she was a pillar of strength to the family. And my immediate family members used to call her Iron Lady. She was a devoted wife, caring mother, loving grandmother, and a great grandmother. I appreciate my mother's willpower, courage, and positive approach towards all the things, handling things with great responsibility, single-handed with high esteem, which is an inspiration to all of us. So, I would like to thank my family members, those who have contributed and shared the experiences and views of Amma in the profile. And apart from that, I would also like to thank the HMK members, subcommittee members, and Dr. Rohit Raj for the efforts in bringing out this issue and profile. This profile is going to be a cherished issue for us and for the future generation. Thank you so much, Ratnamati. And now I request Amresh to share his memories of Nani.
Thank you, everyone. Lata Mosi summed it up very well what Nanima was. Me describing Nanima in a couple paragraphs or talking about her for just a couple minutes will not justify what Nanima was, to me at least. For everybody, a grandmother is the one who pampers, who shares the love and gets you goodies and stuff. I got my share. I was no different. I got my share from Nanima for that. But Nanima is a little different to me. She helped me mold my life. Some of the most valuable principles I learned to be successful in my life is from Nanima. Spending those 2 years with Nanima and Nana just changed my life. I learned so much about them and the life and the struggles and challenges that a person can have in their life. Go back down the memory lane. And everyone today look forward for a weekend. Everyone today look forward for a vacation and a break. Nanima never had the luxury of that. Her schedule was the same, let be a weekend, a weekday. All throughout the day, she would wake up at 5 and go to bed at 9, making sure the needs of everybody in the family are met, including the pet dog. Everybody who knows Nana, his schedule was not easy to manage. He was really particular about his schedule down to the minute. Nanima always had a big smile on her face, making sure all the needs of Nana are met as well. Other than that, she was very generous. She went to a school in Balkampet that had from she picked a few kids who showed genuine interest in studies, brought them home, gave them tuitions without charging them any money. Not just that, she also paid for their school supplies for the kids who needed. The generosity was always there. Even though she was not very well off, she went through so many struggles, she still made sure that people in need got what they needed. And other than that, I mean, the only regret I have today is not being there to bid my farewell to her with a tight hug. But Nanima always remains very close to my heart. And I know she's watching me from the heavenly world and blessing all with her blessings profound. And I always cherish Nanima and her memories, and I will through the rest of my life. And all I can say is I miss her every day and will miss her throughout my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Amresh, for bringing back such wonderful memories of Nanima. Now I request Nitya to share her views.
Good evening, one and all. It's a pleasure to talk about Nanima, and as Amresh said, I mean, there's so many things that we cannot, speak in such less time. Nanima was a role model for all of us, all the grandchildren here, and we have learned so many, so many things from her. She was courageous, fearless, very, very hardworking, and never say no. Every time a smile on her face. We were very lucky to spend all our school days and our college holidays always with her, and she had a bag of stories. She would share all her her experiences with us, and that has really helped us in our lives. So Nanima is always fresh in our thoughts, and she uh, she would not only help our relatives, but also the neighbors. I still remember the neighbor who stay at Nanima's near Nanima's house would always be very happy to talk to her and would say that Nanima always helped them. So Nanima was such a person, would never say no to anybody and would always smiling. So she always will be in our memories fresh, and we all miss her. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nitya. Now I request Dilip Mama to share his memories.
Oh, hello. Good evening, everyone. I request somebody, can you focus that poster behind you? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Hello.
Yes, you are.
You are audible.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. कैसे हैं सब लोग? ठीक है तो सब फ्रेश हैं? कोरोना के बाद किस ओर काम निकले? Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I must first congratulate Anand and Sunita, Ashok and Malika, Meghraj and Anu for having this idea of sponsoring this profile as a tribute to Choti Chachi. Chammi Chachi, she is known to be for everyone. Well, every speaker has told every good qualities of Chachi. There is nothing left for me to say anything except that she was energetic throughout her life. I have never seen her fall sick. I know Dr. Lalita will confirm that. She never fell sick and she was always hardworking, as somebody said, and very daring. And she used to have a very good rapport with the entire family. In fact, we were under one roof with so many cousins, uncles, and aunties in a big joint family. She was an integral part of that family, and she used to take lead whenever there was an occasion, be it any festival or any shadi or any dawat. She used to take the initiative. I also remember that she used to go to Agarwal School, where she was respected for her professional approach and teaching abilities. One more thing I would like to add about Chachi was we had a dog named Tony. She was the controller, handler, in fact, and that dog really respected her and obeyed every command, which no one can do it. He was such a terror that nobody used to come on our doorstep without confronting this dog. But really, I still wonder what magic Chachi had on this dog that he obeyed every command of his. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dilip Mama. As all of you all rightly said, yes, Nanima was a bundle of energy, love, passion, patience. She was a very good host and a lady with extraordinary willpower. What I have seen Nanima is a strong, independent woman who has worked very hard and cared for her family. In spite of all the struggles and sacrifices, she always had a cheerful attitude towards everybody. She never lost her patience on anybody. So this is what we sum up about Nanima. I request anybody of y'all who want to share your views or memories of Nanima are free. It is not a formal conversation, it is informal, so you can use any mode of language which you are comfortable in.
Yeah. Hi.
Shweta Jiji, we would like to say something. This is Divya and Vinesh. Yeah, hi. Telling about Nanima, we used to wait for her visit to our house in Charminar. For me, she was a very loving lady. She has never been like a Nani Saas. She was right from oiling my hair to then coming and teasing me in the kitchen and scaring me in the kitchen. We had many moments where she used to trouble me. like I remember an incident where she was being advised not to take a Gelusil, which I hid it from her, and somehow she could get that Gelusil. She kept that in her tongue, and she was just like, I got it. So I just miss her very much, her loving personality.
And about Nanima, I can say that whenever I used to visit Amirpet, she used to make chicken for us, and she told me to come to Amirpet so that she helped me to drive scooter. With her willpower, I was able to, with her encouragement, I was able to learn scooter. That's all from my side. But I really, she's in my heart till now. I will miss her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vinesh Divya.
Shweta, I wanted to share some memories of Nanima too.
Yes.
So Nanima was not only a Nanima to me, but everybody in our joint family in Saraswati Vilas, everybody would be so excited to see her because she lived like a few blocks away. And then anytime we would meet her, and if we were at the grocery store, anybody, she would buy candy for, like she would buy any sweets for us. And we would wait for our birthdays because she had this tray she would send us with all the candies and, biscuits. And everybody would be looking forward to what we would get. So, and then Christmas, I remember every Christmas we would spend in her, at the house, and she would make nimish and have goodie bags under our pillows. So I cherish all those memories, and she made, sure that everybody of us, all the grandkids, were very well taken care of. Thank you.
Shweta ji, Dipta here. I would also like to share about Amma Dadi. I remember when we were younger, me, Vineet, Vinesh, Nitya, she would always, whenever we had get-togethers at Meera Dadi's house, we would always be huddled into her room and ensured we were well fed right before the party. She would always say, drinks chalte rehte, tum log kha lo karke. She used to give us bites one after the others and ensure that we were full, and we were full of the energy for the rest of the evening or the afternoon, whatever the party was. We really miss her, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to say something about her. Thank you, Shweta ji.
Shweta ji, mummy wants to say some words.
Shweta ji, mummy wants to talk.
Yes, Akriti.
Mummy wants to talk.
Hello everybody. गीता स्पीकिंग। अम्मा के बारे में जो भी बोले बहुत कम है। अम्मा का विल पावर था, अम्मा इतनी हेल्पिंग थी। हम आकर रहने आए जब हम ऐसा क्या घर की रौनक आ गई थी हमारे घर में रहने आए जब ना हंसते रहती थी सदा हर चीज में हेल्प करती थी, अच्छा वो करती थी, सब चीजें एडवाइस करती थी। भवों को भी बहुत अच्छा वो करती थी, ऐसा बहुत पैसा का नहीं था। एज ए फ्रेंड उनके साथ रहती थी, खेलती थी, मजाक करती थी उनके साथ, सब बहुत होता था। और एवरी टाइम उनका इतना अच्छा विल पावर था और सबको हेल्पिंग नेचर, किसी को सब जोर से डांटना नहीं, वो कुछ भी नहीं बोलती थी। इवन आजू बाजू इवन नेबर्स को भी उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा वो करती थी, हेल्प करती थी हर एक को। और उनका एक चीज था, एवरी ईयर नाना की बर्थडे मनाती थी, देखिए। और उन्होंने क्या कब गई उन्होंने वो भी आपको मालूम है। उनके बारे में जो ही बोले कुछ काम है, उन्होंने सीधी नहीं गई, देखिए नाना की बर्थडे के रोज थी ऊपर जाके बनाने के लिए, हम नाना की बर्थडे बनाने के लिए। हम ना तो बहुत वो करते, हम लोग इतना वो होता पूछना नहीं। हमारे बच्चे सब बहुत वो रहते थे, नानी माँ का पानी घर को रहने को, ये बनाना वो करना ये करना, बहुत ही वो था। उनका इतना विल पावर था कि पूछना नहीं उनका। वो हम लोग को इंस्पिरेशन, हेल्पिंग नेचर, विल पावर, हार्ड वर्किंग, हमारा इंस्पिरेशन था उनका वो सब पूरा। We never forget in life. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anumosi. Anybody else?
Hello. Yes, Komal here. Hi. Yeah, I want to say something about Dadi, Amma Dadi. She was very, what should I say, like inspiration to all women. Now that I'm grown up, I can feel like how she was and how difficult it was, the way she was. She was not only strong person, very calm, composed, loving, caring, and I think we should all look up to her, to the way she was. We have really good memories when we would go to the house. Obviously, it was like a full family. Meera Dadi, and Amma Dadi. Everyone, we would all get together. Those were really fun times that we had.
Meera Dadi.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Komal. Bablu Mama wants to speak. Sorry, Dr. Vikas wants to speak too.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I think everyone has already told so much about her willpower and how strong the lady was. I would just like to say, share a couple of my personal experiences with her, because she took care of us, as Mummy already said, and Lalita ji already said. Right from our childhood, when Mummy and Daddy were staying in Khammam, she took care of both myself and my sister Archana. And she never let us feel that our parents were not there with us. So even when we shifted from Old City to Amirpet, we stayed together for so many years. And as you all know that we did medicine, myself and Archana, and you know how hard it is during our studies, during medicine. So when we were studying, even in the middle of the night, she would get up and come and ask for us during exams if we needed anything. And especially I remember that whenever we felt sick, her home remedies were so good. I remember once that when I had severe toothache, in spite of taking so many painkillers, it would not go. Then in the middle of the night, I had to go and wake her up. And she gave me just some powder which I put on my tooth, and instantly the pain was gone. And even during when we had cold, coughs, her home remedies like haldi doodh and all were really remarkable. And so many other she had home remedies and all. And of course, as everyone already pointed out about her willpower and her strength, and as they already said, she was an iron lady. But for us, she was always as even though her parents were not there, she took care of us as her own children. And during so many years, right from our childhood till we were adults. So I will really be grateful to her and to Marantha always for taking care of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. On behalf of the entire family, I would thank all the Biradri members and family members for joining us today in the issue of this profile. Thank you so much. I hand over the proceedings to Mrs. Pratima Sinha.
Thank you so much. And listening to every family member, it made me feel that I know her so well. It was such beautiful words that came out from everybody's hearts. And I'm sure that all these lovely memories will always be cherished and be there with all of you throughout your life. With that note, I would say that really, Mrs. Inda Kishori, late Mrs. Inda Kishori, was truly an iron lady. And now I would like to invite Nilesh Chand Mathur, Mr. Nilesh Chand Mathur, to give his vote of thanks.
With your
Sorry,
permission,
Rohit.
can I speak, Pratima?
Yes, sure, Rohit. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Pratima. I would like to first thank Mr. Ashok Kumar, for meeting our regular demands for write-ups and photographs to present the life and times of the late Mrs. Inder Kishori to our readers. I would also like to thank Mr. Anand Mohan Lal for his inputs. I do hope I have implemented his request for gentle editing of the write-ups. This and the last issue pay homage to outstanding women, and this has been a very welcome change because their achievements are substantial. Many people have talked about it, so I don't want to go over it. But I really enjoyed editing this piece, and I was really moved by the achievements of women of our Biradri. So far, for the last 5 years, we've been kind of taking up mostly men, couples, and the last 2 issues focused on women and women of substance, pillars of strength, and kind of roles that they perform both at home and their professional life are really outstanding. In my last avatar as the editor-in-chief for Profile, I started this section of paying tribute to outstanding men and women of our Biradri. And I carried it on when I took over almost 5 years back, and we've been continuing this tradition through most of the issues of Profile. Our presidents, specifically Dr. Dinesh Raj Mathur, and Vice Presidents Geeta Karan and Ms. Asha Kumar, our Organizing Secretary Dr. Sujita Mathur and Dr. Manoj Chandra Mathur, Treasurer Mr. Kiran Kishore Mathur, and all members of the HMK Managing Committee have been extremely supportive of our work. The Profile's editorial team has remained unchanged since the last 5 years. But 4 persons, Mr. Shreya Mathur, Dr. Vrijalesh Rai, Mr. Nachiket Mathur, and Mrs. Sangeeta Mathur, who recently joined our team, have made it stronger still. Mr. President, sir, we have kept up our promise of producing the Profile without borrowing any money from the society up to this issue of Profile also. We had to combine 2 issues, January, March, and April, June 2022, as a sponsor for the January, March 2022 issue backed out at the last moment. The 2 subsequent issues for 2022, July, September, and October, December 2022, have been sponsored by the families of late Dr. Dharamram Prasad and late Mr. Ishwaraj Mathur, respectively. We have an inquiry for the sponsorship of the January, March 2023, which we hope to close very soon. We are also making efforts to see cash for the Profile. Recently, we had to offer some freebies due to the reduced commission. We hope our readers are happy to have the Profile in color. E-Profile has extended our readership substantially. Sometime in the future, I think E-Profile alone would be the face of Profile. Ladies and gentlemen, late Inder Kishori for paying such phenomenal tributes to an extraordinary person. Thank you very much. I hope I've intruded into the thank yous that my Nilesh, I guess I have not intruded into your thank yous, so you can repeat them.
Sure, sure.
No, I think Rohit, that was required because your inputs definitely make a lot of difference. So thank you so much, Rohit. And over to you, Nilesh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank the family of late Mrs. Inder Kishori. I would like to call her Chammi Auntie. Sunita Devi Chachi, Anand Mohan Chacha, Lalita Devi Jiji, Ashok Mama, Geeta Jiji, and Virendra Prasad Meghraj Jijaji. Thank you for sponsoring the profile and coming out with all your memories. I would also like to thank the profile team who keep their eyes and ears open to get the smallest news and pass it on to the committee to be published in the profile. I would like to thank all the members who have logged in today, managing committee members and Biradari members who have logged in today to make this program as successful. Last but not the least, the advertisers. Especially this time, we'd like to thank Vipin and Shruti for giving the ad and also all the other advertisers. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Nilesh. That was beautifully said. And with that, should we log out? Thank you once again, everybody, to have logged in and for the release of the profile today. Thank you so much. And Rohit will be awaiting for the next profile very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And very well done, Pratima.
Thank you.
And Nilesh. And
Thank
all
you
the
very
other
much.
members of the profile team who have contributed to this issue and have been contributing so far. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
HMK Society.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone for joining with us today. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.